Dun 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 dun. It feels so weird being early. Dun 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 dun. I feel like we're too early. Why? Yo, this is the first time. This is the this might be the only time. I think the last time that a chapter dropped and I was ready for it was like, man, it might have been like the Snake Man chapter, to be honest with you. It's been a minute. It's been a long time, dude. Hold up. Where is capture? Come on. There we are. Yo. So, we're here. I'm sure the individuals who await the reactions at like my time, like 7 a.m., which is the normal time that we've been doing it for the past couple of weeks, are going to be like, what in the Flagnards? But for me, it just works out better. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy day. So when my cousin let me know, he was like, yo, chapter out. I was like, yo, chapter out. And it was confirmed. My dog, shout out to Wheezy Bird. He was like, yo, chapter out. I was like, brother, if chapter's out, I'm out. You feel me? If chapter is out, if that Oda is out, I'm out. So let me, bro. My laptop's not charged. Nothing is charged. I was not prepared for this in the slightest. This was the first night that I had to myself in quite some time, yo. I was sitting here. I was playing Trails. I wish I could show y'all, but I don't want to spoil people who are waiting to play this current Trails game. But it's right there. That's the reason why my face is being lit up. But I was right there grinding session when it popped in my ear, the bat signal. I wonder if Bruce Wayne, inside of the comic, felt what I just felt. He just saw the signal go up, like, hold up. That Oda? You smell it in the air, like, hold up, it enters your nostrils, dude. Like, yo, that Oda's out. Yo, let me know if the audio's good. I was told that this one's a crazy one, so I'm gonna be very, very careful looking at chat. So just let me know if audio's good. I'm gonna peel this up a little bit real quick. Just let me know if audio's good. Just let me know. Audio good? Audio good? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Spicy, Silva, my goats. I appreciate y'all. So, yo, DK Silvers, thank you so much. Welcome to the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Eric, I will get to you as soon as we finish reading the chapter. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Thank you so much. Yo, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, I'm early. As a matter of fact, like I said, I might be too early. But if Roger and Rayleigh were too early, then so am I. Someone else will carry on my will tomorrow morning, because as Magic Johnson once said, I'm not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull out the title. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there. All right? Because I'm here right now. And we are here today to read the latest installment in the final saga. Within the final saga, in that Vegapunk greatness, that Futurama piece greatness, that future peak piece greatness, yo. We are here today to read the latest installment in the best-selling manga in history, yo. And as I have been for quite some time, completely spoiler-free because of my boys. My goats looking out for your boy, man. Because if it wasn't for y'all, it would have been over for me years ago. With my observation hockey, listen, I pride myself in my observation hockey, but we all know it's weak. At this point, I might have to accept the fact that it's weak. I might have to accept it. But we'll train it. We know we can get a little better at it. And you know how we're going to train it? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today. You already know what time it is. If you are not a fan of the words, especially if this chapter's some heat, if this is some gas, if you're not a fan of that Goat Raw Fire Peak, please exit the video. There's a ton of other incredible, talented creators in this community that are waiting for you with open arms. Because here on this channel, we only believe in the awesome sauce, in the greatness. And so, if you are a believer in that Goat Raw Fire Peak, then ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for the essence of that written on the stone tablets all of those years ago. I saw Monkey D with the goat, the white hair was flying. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for Ichiro Oda's masterpiece, also known as This ain't Shakespeare, alright? Peace! Come on, man. Let's go. Yo, Silva, you did you send the link? You sent a link, right, Silva? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, boys. Give me a second. Dude, look, yo. I have to keep this thing on a cord today, man. Nothing. I'm telling you, my backup camera is not ready. I gotta keep this thing on a cord. This legitimately caught me off guard, dude. You sent the link? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hold on. Spicy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to Silva and Spicy, man. My people. My people. Here we go, boys. It's time. It is time! Yo, this arc, Egghead, has been going so good that, hold on. Let me go peg leg for a sec, make sure. By the way, you guys, you are looking at a film red ticket holder. Ladies and gentlemen, a film red ticket holder. And so, because of that, we are here today to celebrate it in all of its greatness. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch it until November 3rd, but I still have the tickets nonetheless. You feel me? So let's get right into it. Chapter 1063 of the best-selling manga in history. And is that pudding? It's going to be a 40 out of 10 chapter. This is going to be undeniably, unquestioned, bare minimum. This truth goes as far as when you walk out every single day and you know there's going to be blue up there and blue down there. When you wake up every single morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you know the person who's there. The only truth we have. The sky is gonna be blue, and you are you. And that's a bar because pudding's making me spin it. Dog. Every single chapter with pudding in this series, in the cover page, has never failed me. It has never failed me. That's the equivalent of getting a True Roofers ad. Did I get a True Roofers ad? This is the equivalent of getting a True Roofers ad before I start a chapter. Alright? Well, shout out to True Roofers, man. If they need a sponsor, hey, I'm your boy. I'm your boy. But pudding, and the title of the chapter is The Only Family I've Got. And we see that Cracker has been completely frozen and Brulee here to the right. Dog, if this really is Aokiji that's doing this, this is about to get insane, man. I mean, obviously, you know, there's also the possibilities of this being experiments, but Mr. Arada? Mr. Arada? German 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 21. Pudding's been kidnapped? Oh, it's Aokiji for real. It's Aokiji for real. Who called it last week? Someone called it. If you're still here, the person who called it, whenever we go to the comments after the reaction, please let me know. Because somebody called it last week that Pudding was going to get captured. I mean, that's a theory that's been in the community for a while. But specifically in the last chapter. It's like, yo, Pudding's about to be captured in this cover page. And I was like, yo, this is going to get crazy. So shout out to the person who called it last week. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yo, the person who commented that might be Oda. Might be Oda. Alright, German 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 21, Pudding's been kidnapped. Holy flagnards, bro. So if Aokiji Real Deal did pull up and has Pudding now, hypothetically speaking, if that's the case, that's about to be Pudding, Kobe. Now the Blackbeard pirates are about to be moving. Gonna have Big Mom after him, the Marines after him, and they're like, "Yo, we cool. Let's get into the chapter. Kohei Tanaka-san's 40th anniversary concert was amazing. I'm so grateful for all his hard work over the years. Shout out to Kohei Tanaka, yo. Legit. Goodness gracious. So we start off the chapter with Monkey D, Bogey, and Chopper. And they're full exactly how I'm going to be full when Hunter x Hunter comes back. Which, by the way, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like... Because if the chapter drops on Sunday for Hunter x Hunter... Yo, my week is going to be stacked from, like, Monday to Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, man. That's going to be me. I'm going to be eating good. Chopper's going to be me with Bleach. Luffy's going to be me with One Piece. And Bogey's going to be me with Hunter x Hunter. And if somebody else is full here, it's going to be me with Chainsaw Man. Like, yo, phew, delish. What's keeping everybody? I bet they'll all love the food machine. Except maybe Sanji. I love how he put that little fight. Like, yeah, except maybe Sanji. Sanji, they processed food? Get him out of here. We don't believe in that. So Jinbei, of course, being the voice of reason, being the only individual here with reason, is, we have this really nice panel here showcasing Vegapunk and Jinbei here with the cooking machine food, or the cooking machine in the back. You guys sure can eat. All four of you have bulging bellies. Mine was already like that. Shut up, Jinbei. Jinbei's like, yo, the food ain't do nothing. The food ain't do nothing, you know, don't get it twisted. The food ain't do nothing. Yo. Woof woof. We got a mechanical dog out here. What? There's, Oda's way of showing certain things that look strange in like a new island, because it involves a dog. Like I remember the first time that I went into Thriller Bark, and we saw the Cerebus, and he was like, "What in the flying flagnards?" Like you saw the 3-headed, they were all together. It's like, how does that thing exist? And of course we found it later, but here now we see that with this dog, and it looks like he has some sort of, he has a vent. Might be a sus. I don't know, man. You might be able to fit in a Maga's character in there. Potentially. If the One Piece is real, then you could fit an Among Us all the way back here in whatever in the flying flagnars that is. I'm not sure what that is. But if the One Piece is real, and we can get much higher, then I'm going to assume that something can fit in there, yo. So we have him, he's biting down on something, bones, a bracelet, that I think is some sort of coke. It don't matter. Woof woof. Hopefully that's none of you watching Chainsaw Man. Please. Alright. I love a certain character just as much as all of you, but no barking. Let's have some respect. The recycle cur. Well, I have to get back to work. If I don't run riot, no one will. If I don't run riot, no one will? I ought to get back to work. If I don't run riot, no one will. What kind of job is that? And we get a really nice shot in the back of Vegapunk just blasting away, Team Rocket style. And then we have like these toy soldiers behind them. Who are they? I think it's safe to assume there's the Labus. Luffy got some new gear? And it says SSG on the bottom. Ooh. Oh, this is a Treasure Cruise card right here. This is a Treasure Cruise unit right here. Yo, they're foaming at the mouth. They're foaming at the mouth right now, son. They're salivating. Like, ooh, we're going to make some money off this card. I think it's safe to assume the Labus is of some kind. This place seemed deserted a second ago. Were they hiding because they weren't sure about us? Isn't it a little hot for those outfits? Bonnie, you could certainly do something about that. That'll be another Treasure Cruise card. You know, that if it's a little hot, you know, Treasure Cruise will be happy. I'll tell you that. That's a promise. You feel me? That's a promise. Might not just be Treasure Cruise. You feel me? Whoa! These clothes feel so light. They're nice and breezy too. Where'd you get those? So Luffy magically just put this that is so fire to me, man. Like, after all of these years, you know, speculating, wanting to see just the term SSG, right, had us spooked. Or at least had me spooked, that's for sure. And now seeing Luffy wearing SSG type garments, like, remember the designs for Luffy potentially wearing, you know, like the Germa suits and whatnot. I think that's one of the coolest things, and now we're actually going to be able to see that here, and I think that's super dope. So here, nothing beats free clothes after a complimentary meal. That's what I'm talking about, Bonnie. Mine still feels sticky from all that seawater. It'd be nice to change. Are we about to get another Treasure Cruise card? A style selection? How about a battle uniform? Yo, that sounds kind of fire. Wait, I can undress myself. Yo, my dog Laz is gonna be eaten, boy. That man. Yo, Laz, Treasure Cruise. They're all gonna be eaten today, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. VP, Vice President Bonnie here. These are light. The boots make me feel like I'm floating. They even have tropical styles. So you got Luffy out here rocking the SSG. Bonnie rocking and looking like something from Jacko the Galactic Patrolman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, looking fresh. Chopper looks like he's wearing the Amelia Earhart gear up here, with also wearing the SSG rope. But then, out of all of this, you've got Jinbei rocking the Hawaiian shirt. Like he's, what was his name, Tito from Rocket Power? Yo, or even Kiryu in Yakuza 3. He's just rocking this straight up Hawaiian shirt. He's like, I'm not gonna wear that junk, yo. Y'all can wear it. It ain't gonna be me. It's not gonna be me. They even have tropical styles they would make for perfect disguises, but it's probably too late for that. It's so futuristic. Well, I'm off to find some weapons to deal with Vegapunk. Catch you later. Heads up. It's Kuma. Kuma? Where? It's Kuma. Puma? Is it just me or is he looking for us? What an ant jump. Bro, we see Kuma looking figure, legitimately like Kuma. Except he's wearing a hat with a star on it. I remember the last one had that thing on his chest. And then in the middle you have police. Police? So you have police? So does that mean that they're already here? The disc is almost full, brother. I just got started reading the chapter. What you mean? Bro, my computer's already trying to die. What's going on? It froze. What's going on, brother? Hold on, wait, bro. I see a Kuma panel. My computer freezes. Come on, yo, we good. We good. Okay, so we return back to Kuma, and we see Kuma. Bro, the little logo that's right here looks straight out of Red Ribbon Army stuff. So it says SSG. On his belt, he also has like the medallion. It looks like the thing you get in Sonic. And then it has wings on it. You have all of the other individuals around him. They look very interesting. Let's get out of here. He's about to charge. So Kuma charges ahead. Don't be spread. He's going to fire his laser beam. So is this a different Kuma? This can't be the same Kuma from last chapter, right? Because that would imply that Robert D. Lucci was right outside the door. Like he was... That's all I took. All he did was knock. Unless Stussy can teleport. Can they teleport? Do they have instant transmission? I don't know, man. He's gonna fire his laser beam, so he's firing up like PX5 post time skip. Whenever Luffy did the super goaded too slow, you know. anytime I see any pacifista like firing this up right here, so I'm going to assume that this is just a regular Kuma pacifista. Provisions and garments reported stolen. Thieves detected. Provisions and garments. So provisions, obviously talking about the food from last chapter, and the garments being what they're wearing. So this is about to really, really hit Bonnie then. That stuff wasn't free? So Bonnie looks up. We get this insane shading. Then why did it just pop out like that? Surely the damage he's causing is worse than what we did. So we see this massive explosion. They get sent flying. Jinbei, I think, is the most unprotected of them all because, of course, he's wearing the Tito shirt. Is he trying to kill us? That's a bit harsh for a theft. We'll be toast if we don't fight back. Yeah, it's just self-defense. Then again, we are pirates, hostile hosts that come with the territory. Either way, we've got no choice. So Kuma, he rushes towards them. Gomu Gomu no, Luffy goes in, he blocks the attack. Oh, I love this panel. So it looks like he was going in for an elephant gun. You see that his hand is expanded here. He was going in for an elephant gun. Gomu Gomu no goes over. Oh, but Bonnie kicks him out the way. Of course, why wouldn't she? She doesn't want to see this figure be hurt. Whether this is Kuma or not doesn't matter. It's an individual that looks like Kuma, or this could actually be the real Kuma. Well, no, that's impossible. The real Kuma's with Dragon. I'm tripping. The real Kuma's with Dragon. The Seraphim Kuma is the one that I was trying to compare, right? So, Bonnie, any figure that looks like Kuma, she's not trying to see, any harm done towards him. So I really like this panel right here. She kicks him out of the way. And he just fires this massive attack in their direction. Goodness gracious, dog. What the heck, Bonnie? Oh, he actually said Bonnie. He didn't say Bogey. What the heck, Bonnie? Didn't you see his lasers? I've got to slug him. That's my father. It's like, oh, you can't blame her. You can't blame her for feeling this way, dog. Not in the slightest. What? He's the only family I've got, and there's the title. When you said your dad was turned into a cyborg, you were talking about Kuma? I'm begging you. So now he's firing up something else. So, does she refer to all of the pacifists as Kuma? Or is this literally Kuma? I thought the real Kuma was back with Dragon. Regardless, it doesn't matter at this point, I guess. It doesn't matter. So Bonnie, of course, being hurt, she doesn't know what happened to Kuma, I'm assuming, right? Maybe she left after being up there in the Marijoa and went off in a certain direction, and she wasn't able to see what happened to the Kuma that's with Dragon, right? He's the only family I've got. When you said your dad turned into a cyborg, you were talking about Kuma. I'm begging you. So we see this Kuma. He's starting to fire. Beep, beep, beep. Yo, look at her face right here, man. It's like, how can you not feel that? And we see... Is that human Kuma? We see... Yo, he looks massive. A human Kuma holding onto a super, super tiny Bonnie. And it says, please don't hurt my daddy. And it's like, yo, you can't... It's like, you can't... You cannot... in any way, shape, or form, blame her for this. Can you imagine how much she's gone through ever since then? Having to see what Kuma has done to his own body. And then being made clones out of. I feel so bad for Bonnie. What a powerful, powerful panel, dude. Powerful panel. You dummy, get out of there. It's just a pacifista. So it looks like, regardless, any pacifist is going to trigger this kind, trigger this kind of a response from Bonnie because it looks like Kuma. You feel me? So I'm glad that we got the confirmation. Obviously, the real Kuma's back with Dragon, right? So she has this trauma that no matter which pacifist it is, she won't be able to attack it and or do anything against it at this point. Man, Kuma was probably a goat pops, man. I can't even imagine. That's going to be a A Corazon type of flashback. I can feel it. I can feel it, man. It's just a pacifista. Goodness gracious, dog! So it's this massive explosion. How much did that take out? So I'm going to assume, obviously, Luffy's going to get Bonnie out of there safely, right? Bogey. So massive explosion. We see all that happens. A certain sea in the New World. What in the... My peg leg! My peg leg! My peg leg! Wait! 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 No! Wait! Hold up! Hold up! I can't get... I've fallen and I can't get up. I've fallen. I've fallen. Wait just a moment. Oh, wait just a moment. I'm on the way. Oh, I'm on the way. Slowly but surely. Wait just a moment. Wait just a moment. Wait. Yo. Hold up, man. Hold up. Yo, who in their right minds? Who in their right minds goes in mid-chapter, transitions to a certain sea in the New World, and it's Goatbeard? Yo, where am I? Can I get up again? Do anybody have a back scratcher? I need my Jordan, bro. You know what? Hold up. Oh, wait a minute, dude. Bro, what? I don't be playing. People think I be playing, bro. Sure, I'm a hype man. I know I'm a hype man, bro. I know it, dude. But y'all gotta understand, I know what I'm talking about. And the moment that I saw pudding in the cover page, I knew. Oh, I knew we were in for some gas. I knew we were in for that goat raw fire peak. The universal language. Oh my god. Hold on, bro. Let me put on my Jordan jersey, dude. Blackbeard? I'm gonna be honest. When I was told to get off social media like a million times, I thought it was gonna be like a reveal. I thought something was gonna like this catastrophic, just insane reveal. Okay, fine. You know, we're about to find out something crazy here on Vagabound's Island. Blackbeard. Yo, look at the Conqueror's hockey, dude. It's no good, Captain. Is that Law? Law's boxing Blackbeard? Another hit like that and the water pressure will crush us. Let's surface. We won't be able to escape. There's land northeast of here. Who in the flying north is that? Who is this female Law? What the Yo, she looks bad though. Is this Law? No, there's only one person as raw as this, yo. This is Law. Prepare for battle and be quick about it. Hey, yo, hey, listen, man. Hey, held up, dog. Hey, whoa. Hey, dog, listen. Hey, Law might have A top 5 male design? He might be rocking a top 5 female design too. You feel, whoa! What am I seeing? Trafalgar D! Hey! Oh, that's wild! How did this happen? Let's surface. There's land northeast of here. Prepare for battle and be quick about it. Ow, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep reading. Listen, I'm just gonna keep reading. Hey, Law! It got me too! Keep away from the infected. His power's contagious, they're hoping to disorient us. With this force gender flipping. Aw, this is gonna be a blast. This is... I can already tell... Oh my god, dude. This is about to... One of my favorite arcs in Gintama does something very similar to this. There is so many possibilities for GOAT level comedy here, man. Inject it. Let's please take them to Egghead. Please. Wow, Captain, you're so cute now. You're telling me. Do you have a death wish? Crap, we're sorry. I'll be fine though. Our classes with the Emperors taught me that devil fruit powers can be countered if you use a great deal of hockey. Captain, we've surfaced. And Law, Law, you couldn't stay over there just a little bit longer, dog? For the culture? Hey, listen, it lasted for 1 page. Hey, but look at Beppo in the back! Look at Beppo in the back! Oh my god, we got a double place spread! He's managed to nullify the disease. And expect no less from a pirate worth 3 billion. Doc Q? That's how diseases go. An antibody always comes along. And when one person finds a remedy, it's not long before everyone's cured. God, it was entertaining though, right? I call this one the Milady Transformation Plague. Oh, so he has this ability to do this, a forced gender flip. So that's what we were talking about. Doc Q. Burgess. Oh my god, Von Augur, Burgess. Yo, it's the... Yo, it's the boys! It's the boys! Burgess, I'm gonna send you over to the island. Von Augur, the warp fruit, and we were just talking about teleporting. We were just talking about teleporting, and Von Augur has the... Oh, that's gonna be the perfect opponent for Usopp at the end of this series, dog. Because now that he can warp, Usopp's gonna have to predict where he goes before he gets there. So he's gonna be warping all over the map. Like, just imagine. He's basically respawning. If we want to take this to, like, first-person shooter terms. Respawn. And you have to aim exactly where you... Oh, that's gonna be a glorious fight, man. Inject it. Oh, Von Augur versus Usopp's gonna be godly, dude. It's gonna be even better than I initially thought it was going to be. So Doc Q has the sick fruit. Von Augur has the warp fruit. Somebody's in the woods. What does Burgess have? The buff fruit? Buff? My dog lived in the island? What is that? Bro, this man lived in like an... I don't know if this is an island, a tree. It's so huge. Is it a mushroom? Is it that giant mushroom from Super Mario? A mountain! Dog! Why is Law always involved in these mountain feats? This man cut a mountain. Back when my eyes were good. You know what? My eyes were a little better back then. What was that, 2012? My eyes were pretty good. When Chapter 690 dropped, I could see. I could see from here to the door. Now I do this, I can't see to the door. I can't even see the camera. You know, my eyes were better. My eyes were better. Those are simple times. when Law cut a mountain in half. And now, 10 years later, this man is witnessing a feat just like his, except Burgers is lifting the flipping mountain. How did he get in front of us? Superhuman strength, bizarre contagions, teleportation. That's what I mean. Superhuman strength, bizarre contagions, and teleportation. So this is pretty much so Doc Q and Chopper, right? That's still gonna be the box. Van Augur and Usopp. Who in the Flying Flatter is gonna box Burgess? The buff fruits? That's gonna be hands, Doc. That's gonna be straight hands. Could it be Frankie, considering it's gonna be like just like the Senor Pink fight, it's gonna be a boxing fight? These guys have hunted down some insane powers, and wonder their bounties keep rising. It's gonna crush us. So he tosses. He literally tosses the mountain on top of them. But you don't have to worry about that. You have Mr. Law as Raw here. Nothing to worry about. Not a single thing to worry about when you have Law with you. Is that Blackbeard? It's been a while, hasn't it, Trafalgar? Oh my god. What do you want? Law's holding up his blade. Is that any way to speak to a fellow member of the worst generation? Look at him. Ladies and gentlemen, real shonen. Ah, dude, please, just inject it. Inject it. Blackbeard himself pulls up on Law. When you, Kid, and Straw Hat left Wano, I knew one of you would end up here. But I had no way of knowing which one you... Yo, Blackbeard came looking for the smoke, dog. He's so real. The man just finished exiting the premises when Rayleigh popped up. And he was like, oh, that's not enough. I want to go get some smoke. I want to see someone in hands. Blackbeard, I love you, dog. Blackbeard, I'll always love you, man. But I had no way of knowing which of you would show. Commodore. Stronger says he's struggling to carry our weight. I'm struggling myself. With Big Mom and Kaido gone, the world's gonna turn on its head. Sounds fun, huh? With Big Mom and Kaido. Blackbeard's like, yo, it's my time to shine, baby. Big Mom and Kaido are gone. It's my time to shine. The world is about to turn upside down the same way Whitebeard said. Stronger, mythical horse fruit, Zoan fruit model Pegasus. No wonder he came in flying. I was wondering what in the world, like, I guess like the Yu-Gi-Oh in me, or I've just seen so much insanity of like people flying that didn't register. My dog did come in on a Pegasus. A Sage. Pegasus. And he used Senkan. What is that? 2 Saint Seiya references in 2 straight chapters? Hey, Saint Seiya fans are eating. They're eating, baby. Kaido had one, didn't he? Just how many load poneglyph rubbings have you got? I'll be taking them off your hands. You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's settle this winner to your Law. Law versus BB. When Titans got... That's the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chapter. Dog. If this chapter doesn't convince you that we're in the end game of One Piece, if you already didn't believe it, we got Blackbeard boxing Law in the middle of Egghead Island. My boy Oda said we don't gotta wait till the end of the arc no more. We don't have to wait until the end of the arc anymore. But this means... obviously Blackbeard's gonna win. Obviously, right? But Law's gonna take him some. He's gonna go in. I know he's gonna go in, bro. That's Trafalgar D. Water Law. So BB's gonna take the load poneglyph rubbings from Law. So next time we see Law, as we always do, we're gonna run into him extremely damaged and hurt. Never fails. But the fact that it's Blackbeard doing that, and this is how Blackbeard is gonna get his... what in the fuck? Dog, like I said, I went into this week's chapter thinking we're gonna get a reveal. I was like, okay, we're going to get a reveal. We're going to get Egghead. Law and Blackbeard? And not just that, the confirmation of the fruits that certain other members of the Blackbeard Pirates have? He just doesn't miss, dude. Brother, what is this stretch we're on? I just don't understand, bro. Oh my God. No break next week. The final saga, dog. This is the final saga, man. This is crazy. Blackbeard pulled up. He said, Law, I want all the smoke. And Oda said, we don't have to wait until the end of the series to get that. Dog. Alright, man. Yo. Oh, hold on, man. Yo, let me get to the supers, bro. Oh, yo. My dog Eric. My boy. Of the Red Force. The biggest Shanks fan I know. He's a good brother. Eric Trelato comes in with a 2 and says, finally got my boy live. And for a great chapter. A great chapter, man. Thank you so much, Eric, bro. Akash Panda comes in with the 2 and says, joining Luffy doesn't sound so bad now, does it, Law? Facts. Facts. This wouldn't have happened if you were on our ship. But yo, I love this. I love this so much, man. This is now, somebody who's a contender for Emperor going up against the real Emperor, 1v1 crew for crew. I love that. And Blackbeard's reasonings for it. Because he's like, I'm going to catch one of these dogs slipping. And one of them's going to have these road poneglyph things that I'm looking for. And he just happened to catch Law slipping. Akash Panda, thank you so much for the 2, brother. Bar M comes with a 5 and says, the Throne Wars... let me expand your message, my good brother. Bar M says, the Throne Wars Duffy was talking about is finally here. Everyone wants smoke. Even Blackbeard after seeing really needed to rebound and catch a body. I'm trying to tell you, dude. Dog, the fact that they're all going after... now that Kaido and Big Mom are gone, like I said in this chapter, and the world has been turned on its head, we're now going to be in a scenario where it's going to be everyone just wanting hands and going after specific things. So if we are to assume that in the cover page that actually is Aokiji that captured Pudding, then at this point, when Blackbeard gets this, Blackbeard is going to have the poneglyph rubbings potentially having captured, because I'm not sure, he's definitely not going to kill him. Could you imagine him having under him, potentially captured, Law, Pudding, and Kobe? A D? Someone who could potentially read the poneglyphs. And the future, what we believe to be the Fleet Admiral of at the end of the series of One Piece. Blackbeard! And like, you're absolutely right. Even after seeing Rayleigh, he's like, I gotta come back, catch your body. I need to rebound and catch your body, son. Thank you so much, Bar M, dog. I appreciate you. And then Eric comes in with a 5 and says, this stretch of manga we talked about for generations, brother, for generations, bro. For generations to come. I mean, you know, we said it, man. We were like, yo, Final Saga is on? Oda's never missing from here on out. And oh my goodness, dude. The chapter after we see Robert D. Lucci, we get to find out what's happening with Vegapunk. We saw my brain is still trying to process that we saw Dr. Vegapunk. We've seen Vegapunk. We're on Vegapunk's island. And Oda's like, no, that's not enough. It's not enough to be on his island. Yo, Eric, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, dog. Goodness gracious, dude. Andres Gonzalez, shout out to you, my brother. Thank you so much. He says, Goat, Blackbeard's going to have 3 poneglyphs, Zo, Kaido, and Big Moms. That's facts. And he's going to be able to read all 3. If he really does have Pudding. That's insane, man. That is insane, dude. So wait. If he's gonna have them all, does that mean that the box happens for the final poneglyph? Oh, the potential, man. The potential. Thank you, Andres Gonzalez, bro. I appreciate you so much for the membership, brother. Ooh. Recon comes in with a 279. Shout out to my dog, Recon, man. He says, Recon, who do they steal the fruits from, though? Facts. Who in the One Piece verse had the buff, sick, and the warp? Yeah, no, you're right, bro. Especially the warp, dude. That thing is crazy. The moment I saw the warp, I was like, dude, just imagine being able to have the ability to just instantaneously transmission yourself from one point to another. That's just nuts. Who do they get that from? You're absolutely right, Regan. Now you got me thinking, dog. Hopefully we'll get to see it. And if we don't see it, it's because it wasn't important. That's very, very, very... You're absolutely right, yo. But I appreciate you, Regan. Thank you, man. Carl Steven comes in with a 5. Shout out to Carl Steven. He's spitting facts here. Now, but female law kind of bad, though. It's facts. That's facts. You're spitting. You're spitting. I didn't even take it a step further. Kinda. I don't know. That might be a confirmed. You feel me, Carl Steven? That might be a confirmed. 100% out here. But I appreciate you, Carl Steven, man. No doubt. Silva, bro, the potential pudding rescue. Could you imagine? Legit. And not just pudding, man. Pudding Kobe. If Law gets captured, too. Yo, Oda's about to have me sweating nonstop, isn't he, bro? Oda's about to have me sweating. Whoa! Oda's about to have me sweating like this 50 that just dropped. You Oda? Okay. Okay. I guess he's Oda. I guess. Yo, shout out to my good brother Zaki in the chat, man. Okay, so let me go through these because I just got 3 supers back to back and my brain needed to process that for a second. Holy flagnards, man. Yo, God bless y'all, dude. Holy flagnards. Y'all coming in deep. So let's start off with Bar M right here with a 10. Shout out to the good brother. He says, we can't let Blackbeard get Law's devil fruit. It might be worse in the long run than taking Whitebeard's, especially if what Dofi said is true. He could make someone eat Law's fruit and then grant him immortal life. That's just facts. If he were to take Law's fruit here, if Blackbeard were to get Law's fruit here, we might as well call it. Unless, well, no, that's Gear 5th Luffy. I don't care what he has. I don't care. He can have Law's fruit. Gear 5th Luffy's still catching the dub. I don't care. But that's still extremely dangerous. You're right. And it would, in the long run, like you said, it would be even more dangerous than getting Whitebeard's. Absolutely insane. Especially if what Dofi said is true. I appreciate you, Baran, man. Thank you so much for the 10, brother. Chris D. Love that name. Chris D. If only there was a part after that. You know, like Marshall D. Chris. Chris D. Marshall. You know what I mean? Goda. We're not ready for the final saga. One Piece fans eaten. If Togashi needs help drawing after One Piece is over, you should give Oda a call. Yo, Togashi x Oda crossover? I'm for it. I'm for it. Those are my goats. You know what I mean? But nah, no doubt, man. One Piece fans are eating. One Piece fans are eating good. Good. We're like Bonnie or Bogey, Luffy and Chopper at the beginning of this chapter. We're eating good. I appreciate you, Chris D, man. Thank you so much, brother, for the 5. Mugsby, who's apparently Oda right now because it has me sweating like Oda, comes in with a 50. Ugh. A 50. And says, wait, Blackbeard's information gathering skills are crazy. How does he know which door fruits, how they work, and who has them? Also, Blackbeard sent Peachbeard to Lucia. Maybe he tried to grab something from there. That's why never existed happened. Okay, so Mugsby is out here dropping bars. So let me go through this step by step. So Blackbeard's information gathering skills are crazy, no doubt about that. Throughout the entire series, we've seen either he has insane preparation and or knowledge that precedes the series itself, and of course we'll have to wait until the flashback to see just how much Blackbeard knows. But you're absolutely right. We know that he's read through the book, right? So I'm going to assume while reading the book and attempting to get the Yami Yami no Mi, he must have at the time retained all of that information from that point, right? I don't know if he has photographic memory or what. But whenever he was going through his time with the Devil Fruit book, he must have seen what a bunch of them do. And so because of that, this is why he's so well versed in fruits. At least that's what I think. It might go even further than that, but having that encyclopedia for a good amount of time while looking for the Yami Yami no Mi probably did make him well versed in what they look like, because he was looking for a specific one. So what they look like, what they did, all of that, because he was trying to find specifically the Yami Yami no Mi, right? And so after that, though, and who has them? That to me fascinates me, Mugsby. You got me. The fact that he knows even who has them, maybe in the past 2 years, scouting, understanding, maybe his information network might be like Big Mom's now, to where it's just insane, right? And that's how he's getting all of his knowledge. I'm not sure. But
insane. You're absolutely right. Like, his Blackbeard information, his information network is insane. Like, big mom levels of insane at this point. So then Blackbeard's sending Peachbeard to Leloucia and trying to grab something from there because Blackbeard knew that something there was important and that one day it would be erased. Or maybe he didn't know it was going to be erased, but there was something there that was of value. And he wanted Peachbeard to go get it, which is why he sent him when the Revolutionary Army was there. I love that. I love it. If that is true, and we get more context to that, oh, that would be peak. That would be peak, man. So, yo, Mugby, awesome comment, man. I appreciate you for the 50, dog. You'll go. You'll go. You might be Oda. You might actually be Oda for that comment, too. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of y'all so much, yo. Holy flagnarts. We were eating like the first pan lash in Samurai. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, yo. Silva says 5 a.m. and I can't sleep, all Oda's fault. I mean, Silva, bro, we've done it before. It's okay. We did it the other night. Talking about the goatness until super hours in the morning. My dog Subra. The homie Subra comes in with a 40 and says it feels like the Sabaudi to Marineford stretch peak. Dog, listen to me, Subra. From the very beginning of this arc, or from the saga, right? We were of the belief that this is going to be not only the saga that surpasses any other saga that's come before, the truest, the real peak of this series. In structure, it very well could be like Sabaudi to Marineford. Just like times 10, right? Where it's just insanity ensues. In different ways, of course. Obviously, Sabaody, rather than being... I mean, Sabaody did have a lot of lore to it. It really did. You know, it to that point, it had the most lore. With the Roger and Rayleigh dumps, there's stuff that was brought up there that we're still talking about today. And the fact that they were too early, and stuff of that nature, right? In regards to the Void Sentry, Roger's I Won't Die partner, you know, that was a big lore piece arc, just in a different way. And so technically, this Egghead Island could serve as a Sabaody to all this, right? With maybe not certain insanity happening to the Strats themselves, but around the world, insanity's definitely going off, right? So that comparison I've always said is very accurate, very, very accurate. So, but thank you so much, Superman. Definitely peak. Definitely peak. Usopp Cornerman says, YouTube notifications failed me. You know, Usopp Cornerman, that's why anytime, and I'm so sorry that YouTube notifications failed you, yo. But that's why anytime I have this amount of people on stream, I'm really, really grateful. You guys have no idea. Because YouTube notifications fail me so much, and fail all of y'all so much, that when there's more than 50 people in here, I'm like, by the grace of God, this took place. Because, and I know, because you want to know why YouTube and I don't get along? Because right now in the top right of this corner, they're like, run this ad, and I'm like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. All they want is to make money off me. That's all they want to do. Like, yo, ads. Like, brother, can I have a conversation? Can I just talk about One Piece without having to run an ad? That's all they want me to do. And so when I don't run ads, they're like, okay, we're not going to push your content. We're not going to take you to the algorithm. And I'm like, screw your algorithm. I'm going to talk about One Piece. So, that's why YouTube notifications failed you, Usopp Cornerman. Maybe if I would have run that ad, maybe you would have gotten the notification. But they were like, F it. Who cares? Who cares? So, hopefully next time you'll get the notification, brother. I truly do hope. If not, like I always tell people who... they don't get notifications, because I get that so much, the notifications don't go out. The best thing I would say is, at least for the streams, for One Piece, for the past couple of chapters now, consistently I put out the link, either me or Hazy or Spicy or one of us will put out the link in Discord, and I myself will put it on Twitter. So if notifications are failing you, just make sure to follow me on one of those two, either in my Discord or on Twitter. And I'll always post it on there, right? But it's just, it's a shame. It is a shame. No, AJV, no, I'm so sorry to hear that, yo. I'm so sorry to hear that. I had a feeling. Not only was it really, because this is the first time I've been early in maybe years. You know what I mean? Maybe years. But I apologize. I really do apologize. Because I feel like if I would have done this in my normal time in the morning, a lot of y'all would have been there on time. But I couldn't help it. I was free. I still have my PlayStation on. This was the first night I was free in a minute. I got all my work done, dude. I was like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, read the GOAT. Then the GOAT dropped. So, brother, Recon Shanks is coming to save Law, mark my words. Young, let me tell you something right now. And I want everybody else to hear this here, too. If Shanks pulls up to save Law, and we see that within the next couple of chapters, for Oda's sake, save that to the end of Egghead. Don't give us that in the middle of Egghead. Please. Please. If Shanks pulls up to save Law, let it be at the end of Egghead. Because I want my leg to be cured. That's all I want. When Shanks pulls up again in this series, I want a healthy leg. Because when Shanks pulls up, I need to seal that window with all the adhesive in this house. I still need to buy more Santa hats. So Shanks, you can hold on a little bit longer. Wait until my leg is cured. And I've bought some more Santa hats, alright? We need to wait a little bit longer. Just a wee bit longer. Because if Shanks pulls up this year, I've been saying this might be the best year in the history of One Piece for manga chapters. If Shanks pulls up this year to Blackbeard, this is the best year ever for One Piece manga chapters. It'll be period. It wouldn't be close. And I feel like it already isn't close. Closest year to this is 2010. It's Godil comes in with a 5. Shout out to It's Godil and says, found you on a One Piece reaction video a year ago. For real? Hey, shout out to this dude. You know, people be getting mad. And I don't judge how any other creator handles their business, right? No doubt. Right? Everybody do their thing, 110%. For me personally, that's why I really appreciate people who like, I'm going to assume you're talking about like the reaction mashups, right? If you're watching this and you do reaction mashups, take whatever video you want from this channel and put it on there. I don't give a flying flag, personally. And it's for reasons like that, right? Because I can't tell you, as a viewer myself, the amount of reaction mashups that I've watched where I have found people that I would later become fans of. Because I love watching reactions to like Bleach and One Piece, and obviously, and stuff like that, right? And so when I see a reaction mashup and I see something I've never seen before, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm introducing them for the first time. And so, like I said, I appreciate y'all, the people who do those reaction mashup videos, because it's led It's Godil over here to the channel. I think that's the coolest thing ever. Searching you up, and it was the best decision I've ever made. Much love, Coach. Peak Fiction. First and foremost, It's Godil. Thank you so much for being here on this wonderful journey with Blackbeard pulling up on Law, because this is insane, man. This is insane, dude. So, I appreciate you so much, It's Godil. Thank you so much for the kind message. And, peak fiction, man. We are living in the era of peak fiction. 110%. 110%. The universal language, young. The universe, Oda is talking in nothing but the universal language. That's the only thing coming out of his mouth. Brother, are y'all hearing me? If Shanks pulls up, this is hitting the floor. Son! It's Shanks! It's Blackbeard! Alright? It's gonna be gone! Like, come on, man! I hope that didn't break anything. Did I break something down there? I think we're good. Lazy mofos, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yo. Dude, my knees could barely handle Blackbeard showing up. Shanks pulling on Blackbeard? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Yo, Chin Ho Wung, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Well, we're good. Yo, when a chapter like this drops, it heals it on its own. You feel me? But yeah, we good. We good, yo. We good. Facts, Silos 123. Esta es la época de One Piece. It really is. It really is. It's like I was saying last week. Every week, he's putting some arroz con salchicha on that thing. You know what I mean? Some chuletas. Sazon on that mug. Adobo. And he's just cooking. Every week. And we love him for it. We love him. Yo, Robe, highly recommend. And I come from a place of bias, Robe, because Bleach was one of my first series, and my love for the big three doesn't allow me to see any flaws. Right? That's a lie. I have my issues with all three. But most certainly my love goes far and beyond to where none of that matters in the face of what all three mean to me. That's what I meant by that. So I always speak with a lot of bias when it comes to one of the big three, right? And in Bleach's case, this is coming, like I said, from a place of all bias. But that is a must-watch. Or a must-read, if you prefer the medium of manga or anime, whatever it is. For anyone who's into this medium. Because Bleach provides something that no other series can. Or at least that no other series has. And so, highly, highly recommended. And like I said, to me it has been such an important series that like anyone should get into it. It also speaks the universal language. So, definitely give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. Dude, Izzy and Thing, you are the Bonnie backstory is gonna end up being one of the best. I can see it now. I'm already receiving like Corazon La vibes from it. Like, I really do feel like it's going to end up being one of those Oda level top tier flashbacks. And already in this chapter, I was getting mad emotional, and we didn't even start it yet. You feel me? Peak. Yo, Vortex, that's gonna be me when I finally get back to those Trails from Zero streams. Peak. Yo, Vortex, I can't tell you how many times this week I was going to stream. And then because of the don't get on social media thing, I was like, I can't. I wanted to play Trails from Zero so bad. So bad. And I was like, I have to prioritize not getting spoiled in the chapter. I have to do it. I had to prioritize it. You know what I mean? I wanted to play that stream so bad. Yo, Andres Gonzalez says if Shanks has the final poneglyph, Blackbeard and Luffy gonna need to go Abe mode to get it. And that'll be the greatest triple threat match of all time. As a wrestling fan, that'll be the greatest triple threat match in the history of mankind. Yeah, Ant, you're absolutely right. I feel the same thing. Like either he has a hold of it or he has a precise knowledge of where exactly it is at this point, especially since we're so late into the game, right? Considering what he said as well, Ant, most certainly. I mean, Subaru, if that happens, Elbaf is going to be top 1. Shanks, Luffy, and Blackbeard, three crews clashing for the final poneglyph and Elbaf? Top 1. LMAOJK says, no other series has the style that Bleach has. I agree. He goes crazy. He goes crazy with the pen. Just imagine everyone having the drip of Reed Schwarzer. You know, you're a Trails fan, you know. Everybody in Bleach be rocking that Schwarzer drip. It's like, brother. Woo! You got listen, bro. Come on, man. Kubo's like, yo, Von Arkwright? I got the drip, baby. I got the drip. Yo, Pluto, my boy. He says, can't wait for episode 368, dude. Me too, Pluto, man. Me too. And I'm honestly, right now, I'm considering, Pluto, since you're also a Hunter x Hunter fan, I'm considering doing streams for all three now. Like, One Piece, Bleach, and Hunter x Hunter. Because, yo, that Bleach stream was so much fun. Like, I'm definitely, yo, episode 360. I can't believe it, dude. Like, we're getting another episode of Bleach next week. 100% DJ. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Yo, OMG, what's good? Says Kuma, looking like Cobra, good father and king. Facts. 100% facts. Looks like we're going to be getting another Cobra situation there for sure. There, OMG. Michael Mickles! My boy! What is good, man? It comes in with a 10. It says, yo, king. YFM Law look like Robin. I got mixed feelings. Brother, you ain't the only one. I was shook. I was like, whoa, up, dude. I was like, yo, that might be a top 5. Like I said earlier, Law might have a top 5 male and female character design. Every time. I was like, yo, Trafalgar D. Did you notice Burgess's half metal face? I did not, brother. Oh. Yo, did the Commanders win? I had the game on before or the Bears. Let me see. Burgess. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, that's mad interesting, Michael. I did not pick up on that. He is rocking like a half metal face here. Good catch, dude. I honestly did not catch that. I for some reason, obviously, because of the stupid mountain. This man's out here carrying a mountain. But now the fact that he has a metal face, that's crazy. That must have been that work that Sabo put in on him. Sabo put in that work. Caused him to get a metal face. Maybe from the Sabo fight. Reckon my brain was Stride versus Blackbeard matchups. Only 4 seems set. Any guesses? Right now, in regards to after this chapter, I mean, even though it's an obvious one, excuse me, I just wanted to hype it up even more. Like I said earlier, Van Augur versus Usopp is going to be one of the most exciting fights in the entire series. It might be Usopp, or I think at this point it has to be, considering exactly what he has to do, right? At that point in time, Usopp's observation hockey is going to have to be to the point to where he can predict where Van Augur is going to teleport to before he gets there. Do you know how insane that is? He's going to be warping all over the place, and Usopp's going to have to look like, okay, he's here. And the moment he gets there, palo. It's like, I can just imagine, I can see it happening right here and now, right? He's going to be struggling. How am I supposed to hit a guy that just keeps warping around? Goes in, you see that thing from Dressrosa once again, except this time he's going to have that future sight, where he sees it before it actually happens. Bah! Bah! Yo, Usopp's going to go in so hard, dude. He might do a 360 no-scope out there. Oh, yes. This is how you know a chapter is fire. The adult dating site bots are back, baby. The adult dating site apps are back. The bots. They only come here when it's a goated chapter. That's all I know. That's all I know, man. Happens every time. But Michael, I'm going to continue to think about that over the next couple days too. In regards to... Because I want to know who fights Burgess, right? There's obviously a few contenders. Frankie, Jimbei, because of the buff aspect. Doc Q, especially with a sick fruit, Chopper's going to cure that sickness, 110%. And he'll be the perfect individual to fight against Doc Q. So I think that's set in stone. Obviously, BB and Luffy, Shiryu and Zoro, and then Usopp and Van Augur. I'm very interested though. I want to see who's going to be boxing Katarina between Robin and Nami. And it's just gonna be. It's like I'm going to assume whoever does not box Burgess. Might if I San Juan Wolf, but at the same time, yeah. See, this gets tough. Gets tough. I'm gonna continue thinking about that one though, Michael Mickles. I really am. But yeah, good catch in the metal face though, man. Good catch in the metal face. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Michael Mickles, for the 10, brother. Hope everything's good with you. If I'm dying someday, I need Recon to go get me up back up to life with his One Piece speed. Watch out, Dango. You know, AJV Nair, that would be the best case scenario. If they really wanted to like buy time and not like go on a break or something, let Toei animate what's going on Whole Cake right now. Let them do the cover page, please. Please. Sage says Recon stronger is probably the strongest creature now since Kaido went down, to be honest, as Pegasus over. Even with Kaido there, bro. Pegasus and Senken? Who's botting that? The only person who can bend reality like that is Luffy at this point, and potentially Shanks. So it's like, well, only reality benders can go against this Pegasus mythical zone. That's insane. Eric says, this is what happens when you build up the final saga 25 years. Oda has to do is draw. That's right. Seriously, Eric. All he has to do is go over the outline, see what he's got to do. Let's pop it. Let's go. He's already good to go, right? Camera keeps moving. I apologize. See, this is what happens. I accidentally. I did that on purpose. Oh, come on. Stop moving. All right. The game was Lucia. Shouldn't have been on TV anyway. That's facts. Like just like I don't know what they were doing last week. I don't know what they were doing last week, man. Dude, Lazy Muffles. That the Broncos game last week. Oh, yo, that thing was. That was ugly. That was ugly, man. Law versus Blackbeard giving me Ace versus Blackbeard vibes. Vortex, honestly, there's so many things giving me Ace versus Blackbeard vibes right now. Because there's so many different catalysts that can be just like what happened with Ace and Blackbeard to the final saga. But you're absolutely right. Law versus Blackbeard is giving off those types of vibes, for sure. San Juan probably fighting Frankie, who'll be a ship too. Yo, I like that, OMG. I like that. 2 ships going at it. The final saga is just about to be One Piece Stampede. You know, Malcard, honestly, that's the way I've always expected the final saga to be, which is why Stampede was so good. It was just going to be Stampede on like extreme steroids. Extreme steroids. The location of Laugh Hill. That's a good point, Malcard. That's a good point. Izzy and thing. That's interesting. About the star on Kuma being a connection to Lodestar, potentially like the logo or the reason why Vegapunk put the star on there. That's interesting. I haven't heard that yet. Goat, question for you. Where is Kobe now? I think Kobe's back with like in Blackbeard's headquarters, I'm going to assume. Back at Blackbeard's headquarters. So wait a second. Wait a minute. So it doesn't say specifically what island they've been on. They're on. So if this isn't is this the island full of lead? Or is that what we're led to believe? Because I was gonna say, if this is the island full of lead, then Kobe has to be here too, just in a different part of the island. Potentially with Aokiji, but Aokiji was just a whole cake. If that's really him. What I was going to say was, if this isn't the island full of lead, then that would mean that Kid was going to pull up on the island full of lead. Because, of course, that was the only one that they haven't gone to. But, obviously, this probably is the island full of lead. That's safe to assume. That is safe to assume. Oh, man, my camera keeps moving. There we go. I think we should be good there. Yo, Ahmad, what's good, yo? I imagine Augur warping the bullets themselves. Dude, Michael Nichols on some Wanted stuff. You know, the movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? Just, bah! Yo, that'd be fire. You know, back when Modern Warfare 2 was in its prime, I remember every time that somebody would, like, curve a bullet, because that's what it felt like, you know, like, yo, he has Wanted Pro. So that would just be amazing if Von Augur could do that. That would be insane. Legit missed. It's insane, yo. Aokiji's just running side missions the whole cake right now. He's like, yo, I ain't worried. I just took pudding and we're out of there. Andres Gonzalez, you know, I was thinking that same thing, dude. Yes. If Law is ever going to be announced as a member of SWORD in this series, if he gets captured, it would be Law, Aokiji, and Kobe. If he is a member of SWORD, that's the time for Randy to shine. You feel me? That's the time for Randy's theory to shine right then and there. And it would also be very interesting because, remember, all three of them, we're assuming, were all part of the Rocky Port incident as well. That adds an entirely different layer if Law is about a SWORD. So we'll have to see what happens. Yo, Malcard, man. It's crazy, dude. It is insane. Imagining Blackbeard, Instant Messenger Sama being like basically the bullet, right? It has to be Instant Messenger Sama. Could be Blackbeard too. One of the two. It's gonna be wild. Talking about the Return of Hunter crashed my laptop. My bad, yo. It's too much hockey. Too much hockey. That is a good point, Subra. That the whole cake cover, island cover, is before we left Wano in Timeline. That's facts. You're spitting. So that means Aokiji could most certainly be here with Kobe, absolutely. Which means we could see him. Oh, we could see him soon. Imagine Admiral shows up to Blackbeard and reveals Law is undercover Navy just like Corazon. AJ, this is the best time. Like we said with earlier, and that too. Admiral's pulling up and actually confirming it. Oh, dude. That'd be nuts. Christian called this entire Blackbeard plan 100% last week. The man has future site. Yo, shout out to Christian Terlato, bro. For having obstetrician hockey to the next level, man. I did not know that he called it. So shout out to Christian for calling it, man. Next level obstetrician hockey, yo. Wano Dub could start in the middle of next year. Crazy. That is insane to me, Izzy thing. They've been going in hard. Like, they have been pushing out episodes left and right in the dub. Yes, Super, it's about to get crazy. It is about to get insane. I think NL in NL, yo, get injected, Maki Man. Anything that gets NL into the story, dude, I am in there. That would be best case scenario. Getting my dog NL in there. I live for Togashi's Burlesque circles on Twitter. Me too. Me too, Pluto. It gives me life. Rocky Port incident, that thing is getting more hype. We're just throwing knives in the dark. Dude, that Rocky Port incident is going to end up being way more important than we initially anticipated. Even if it's never shown, the context behind it continues to get insane as time goes on. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, yo, it's crazy how what Law did. You're absolutely right, Subra. Like, Law was able to reverse the effects because his hockey is stronger than Doc Q's. That's just insane. Basically being able to, like, suppress it and nullify the effects of the fruit. And that's something that he stated he learned in the fight against Big Mom and Kaido. It's like, man, that's going to... End game One Piece, that's going to be super, super key. It's like, no wonder the top tiers all are rocking this super, super nasty hockey. You know what I mean? That is wild. Yo, me too. Facts. Yo, shout out to my boy, man. JB. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, man. Joy Boy Theories. First and foremost, he says, I want to see someone shrug off Aokiji's eyes, dog. Yo, I need that injected into my veins, JB. Injected into my veins. But yo, to everyone that's here, I'm going to make an official video on this down the line. But to everyone that is here, as a matter of fact, let me pull up the link, man. Yo, my boy JB is about to release part 1 of his book series very, very soon. Very, very soon. In November. So let me pull up the link real quick. Because my boy is going to be releasing some gas, ladies and gentlemen. I have had the opportunity of reading this. So let me pull up the link here, my good brother. Let me go. I found it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to pre-order my boy's book, once again, like I said, I'm gonna make an official video for this down the line. This is just for everybody that's here live. That one right there. If you click on that link right here, you'll be able to get access to the pre-order from my boy JB's book, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy. Yo, even the bots are trying to pre-order your book, JB. You see this? It's crazy out here. It is crazy out here. Yo, Laz, you know what time it is, man. The moment I saw Bonnie in this chapter, I was like, that is Laz's favorite Treasure Cruise unit. Favorite Treasure Cruise unit, dude. That Bonnie card. I gotta admit, I was sad to see Fem Law go. Yo, me too, OMG. I was like, can we keep female Law here a little longer? It was very pleasing on the eyes. I'm not gonna lie, man. Very pleasing on the eyes. Very, very pleasing. Like, I was like, man, out of all the things that we have here, everything that we have in this chapter, probably I can imagine at least, the fan art is about to go crazy for female Law. Am I wrong on thinking that? This is the One Piece community we're talking about. When, for Yamato, Gear 5, Vegapunk, all have incredible art. Could you imagine Law? Like the fourth or third most popular character in the series? Brother, we might see fan art on this the moment I stop the stream. The moment I stop this stream, there's probably going to be some fan art for female Law. Oh, man. No lie. My absolutely nothing but love, my good brother JB. The bots, they never existed. Bro, Lazy Mofos is my instant messenger Sama, man. Anyone that pops up in here that never existed in the first place, Lazy Mofos just gets him out of here. Gets him out of here. Akash Panda says Trafalgar no D water law. Yo. Could you imagine that would be an actual that's like an actual thing. I could just see that, like someone actually writing that. Like Trafalgar no D water law. Like, hey man. Female law almost had me in cuffs like 98 Stone Cold. Yo. Walking to the back, smiling, just like, you know, 98 Stone Cold, he had that smirk, like, I'll come back. Oda canonized female law cosplay now, facts. It's already out, I'm telling you, Pluto. Bro, there's no one faster than One Piece fan artists. No one. One Piece fan artists, they move on a different level, man. They move on a different level. they really do. They really do, dude. Ivankov hard counters Q. That's facts. It's like, what are you going to do against Ivankov? Ivankov's going to be like, yo, you switch me to one gender, I'm just going to go to the other. Hellwink, pa! Q. Q would try this version of the disease on Ivankov. He goes like, oh, thanks. I needed this. Bah! Just, It's going to send Q flying all the way to the motherland. The moment that the gender switch happens. Send all the way to the Flagnards. Lazy Mofo says Ivankov got instant transition. Watch out. Yo, Ivankov don't care. Ivankov's like, yo, how you want it? Are you trying to get the hell from this side or the other? Either way, it's going to be a hell wink. Ba, ba. Pa, pa. Pa, pa. Gotta love Ivankov. I can't wait to see Ivankov in action again, yo. Yeah, Dango, I believe that is going to be the case as well. Like, Usopp is going to unlock Future Sight, predicting where Von Augur is going to be teleporting. And that's going to be such a fun part of that fight, because you already know leading up to that, Usopp's going to be questioning in his mind. His internal conflict is going to be, where do I go? Like, do I aim here? Do I aim here? He can literally teleport. What am I supposed to do? And then you're going to see that's the thing from Dressrosa again, where he's going to be, except this time, rather than being able to see the X-rays, just the X-rays, now he's going to see the X-ray. And it's going to have that element of Future Sight where he sees the X-ray move before Von Augur does. So teleport. Usopp's going to be, I don't care. You're going to be behind me? Okay, 360 no-scope. Bah, bah, bah. I can't wait for that fight. Man. Mods were working overtime to hide the spoilers at the start of stream too. For real, California Penguin? Yo, shout out to the mods, man. Shout out to the mods. I always try to hold off from looking at the chat, but especially for chapters where I get a lot of messages. And I got a lot of messages for this chapter. And I only saw it for, like, the audio was good and stuff like that. So, yo, much love for y'all. Much love. Thanks for looking out for me, man. It really is Luis Bosquez. This is a humongous, like, a massive, major hockey feat for Law. because, and I love how Law was the one to do this, because Law, of course, up until this point, has mainly been shown as being proficient, heavily proficient with his fruit, as we got to see throughout the entire course of the series, but especially in the Big Mom fight. Very, very proficient with the fruit. And we all know that it's the best support ability in the entire series. However, being able to use Haki to nullify someone else's fruit showcases in and of itself that Law's Haki is also nasty. But that also goes to show that now if somebody like Law's doing that, and just imagine what like Shanks or Luffy's doing. If someone uses a fruit's ability and their Haki is just way superior than theirs, it's like, what in the Flagnards is that? Immediately nullified. So yeah, I know this fight is more likely going to be off-screened. Or if we do, we're going to see like the end of it. But what I would have liked to see in regards to just, because I love the ability versus ability fights in this series, and these two have two of the most interesting abilities, right? With the Opi Opi no Mi and, of course, Blackbeard, assuming that he still only has two and not the third, but, the Yami Yami and with Whitebeard's fruit as well, with the Tremor Tremor. I would love to see how that would work out, considering how Law's fruit works, because he's not just going to be looking out for himself, he's also going to be looking out for his crew. And we all know that Law's crew, I love me some Beppo, I love me some Shachi, but they're not going to be doing anything in this type of fight, you know what I'm saying? So it's literally just going to be Law trying to make sure that his crew and him survive in this battle. So it's going, I would love to see that. Just room, we already know he's going to use the R room. Woo, you imagine that R room, Blackbeard comes in, Liberation. I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it. Oh yeah, that's true. This week, both Hunter x Hunter and One Piece spoilers are going to be out. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to avoid One Piece and Hunter x Hunter spoilers now. Oh, man. Yeah, facts. Facts, JB. It's like Law wasn't sure. He wanted to go back. Straight up. He was like, I kind of look good right now. You know what I'm saying? I look good. Maybe I shouldn't go back. Shoot. No one worried about it tonight. Could you imagine? Imagine Sanji. Oh, man. Oh, man. Think Law joins Blackbeard? That would be the twist of a lifetime, right? Like, we're all expecting Law either to get devastated and captured, and or reveal that he's a member of Sword here. But how insane would it be if Law just says, F it, heel turn. Blackbeard, everybody thought Law was a part of Luffy's crew. He's like, no, part of Law's crew. You know what I mean? Yo, Syndratic, what's good? Yo, I just showed up, but I love pudding so much. Let the good people know. Let the good people know the power of pudding, baby. I told you, yo, Syndratic, I said this at the beginning of the stream. The moment that I saw pudding in the cover page, every single chapter that has pudding in the cover page has never failed me. Never failed me. Every single chapter with pudding in the cover page is automatically going to be an amazing chapter. Automatically. That's the way it's been all year. All year. If we're lucky, the amount of text will scare off the spoiler enjoyers. You know what it's going to be, last? It's going to be the spreadsheet for like the lost Kuro no Kiseki 2 spreadsheet, or like the original Kuro spreadsheet. They're going to see the 110,000 plus words of text. And it's going to be like a repellent. Like, whoa, what's that? What's that? Oh, man. Sanji.exe has crashed. I'm telling you, bro. Like, Sanji wouldn't be able to function. I know I was barely able to function. Law joins Teach and he's dead to me. Law's gonna put him in the Law's gonna put him in the coffin. Just put him right in the coffin, yo. Luffy X Law is a super popular ship. Oda knows. I wonder what Luffy's reaction would have been to that, you know. Yeah, I really, really do wonder what Luffy's reaction would have been to just knowing the way that Luffy is. I really wonder. Oh man, yeah, no, Michael Mickles, you're right. You're right. I forgot about that moment with Dofi breaking out of Kuzan's ice. You're absolutely right. Like, if it's just strong enough to be able to shatter the fruit, it doesn't necessarily have to be like overly superior to the other one. As long as it's to the point, right? Like, as long as it's strong enough, then he can break it. That's true, Michael Mickles. The Lost Kudo 2 spreadsheet. I'm telling you. Yo, lads, did you see the news, by the way? For Trails? I'm not going to say it just in case, but I think Law would do whatever he needed to. He just needed out bad. Blackbeard's looking fearsome. Yo, Blackbeard is looking menacing. I'm loving it. And especially, like I said, if Blackbeard already does have that third fruit, let's just say, right? Let's just say already has it, or even if he doesn't have it, he has these two. And not only that, on top of that, like I said before, it's not just Blackbeard, it's Blackbeard and the gang. It's Blackbeard and Warp, Buff, and 6. So it's like, brother. And then he has Pegasus, which shout out to Sage in here. Insanity, right? Mythical Zoan as his pet. So it's like, all right. At this point, Blackbeard's already menacing enough. He's an emperor. And now Law's going to have to box all of them on his own. It ain't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. He really is going to need some more shape or form to get out of there. Or he could just make a room the size of anything, but that might kill him. You know, Lost really does seem like the type of individual that would just get captured again. This is every time we see Law, he's always either getting whooped, dying. It's Law's nature. Like, he has to be sick. He has to be hurt, damaged, almost near death. Every time. Every time. Kudo 3 is going to be in a load poneglyph. Brother, we're going to most certainly need a load poneglyph for Kudo 3. As a matter of fact, lads, I have Kudo 2 right here because I was playing it right whenever I was told the chapter's out. And the reason why I did not show what's on my screen is because of you. I was like, just in case Laz is in the thing, I was like, I refuse. I'm not going to spoil my dog. Not going to spoil my dog. It ain't going to be me. It ain't going to be me. So you don't have to worry about it, my good brother. Mist, man. True peak, my friend. True peak, man. True peak. One day, if you do get into the series, Mist, let me know, like in the comment section or something, and I'll let you know like a release order and stuff for playing the games and whatnot. Yeah, you're right, lazy mofos. Luffy would have definitely thought he was a different person. He's like, huh? You have Law's hat. Are you Law's sister? Oh, he's Law's daughter. He goes over to Chopper. He's like, Chopper, that's Law's daughter. And Chopper's going to be like, what? Law's daughter? And then, you know they would do something mad stupid. Mad stupid, man. That would be great. Okay, Seuss, yo, man. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night, yo. That's true, Eric. It really does feel like we're leading into... Because, you know, going into this arc, I was thinking, like... Are we going to get that Bonnie Punk Hazard moment? right? Where, and at this point, I still think it's gonna happen. But the Bonnie Punk Hazard moment, quote unquote, where Bonnie would like age certain members of the Straws, which I still believe is gonna happen at some point. If like we're gonna see like a Luffy aged up or Chopper aged up, which would be hilarious. Jinbei aged up, which would be even more hilarious. But you know, just for both comedy's sake and for like a super goat raw fire moment right there, right? Seeing Luffy, Chin Badger, 40 years old, whatever, looking super goated. But what's very interesting to me is that now he's introduced this fruit as well, with this potential gender reversal thing, and you already know it's going to come into play at some point in time later on in the story. So it's so weird. It's weird how Oda works, right? You go in expecting one thing, and then the Law is the one who ends up going through some sort of physical change through all this. Law four steps ahead as he's getting whooped. It happens every time, JB. Law is always 4 steps ahead in the middle of getting whooped. He'll be getting whooped and he'll be thinking about something in the future. It's like, dog, stay in the present. You're getting whooped. You're getting whooped, man. Insane. You reckon we get Aokiji versus Law Best Girl? Facts, Jesus, bro. Facts. At this point, you might be spitting. You reckon we get Aokiji versus Katakuri in the story, or it's kept in the cover story? So, Laz, because we're in the final saga, your guess is as good as mine, brother. That could be left in the middle for the ancient texts, but if it's shown in the story itself, obviously we all want to see it. But if it's kept in the cover story, I will understand. As long as it's for the greater good of the story itself, for keeping things moving forward. You know what I mean? But we all want to see Aokiji boxing Blackbeard. Who doesn't want to see that? Or, I'm sorry, Aokiji boxing Katakuri. Excuse me. However, if it's left in the ancient text, it's left in the ancient text. I still want to know why Enel can breathe in space. Easy, lazy mofos. It was that one album that Eminem dropped. You know, where he went up to space. That's why. It's literally the only reason why Enel can breathe in space. It's because of that one Eminem album. Could the Straw Hats win against Blackbeard Pirates as is, or do they need more training? I think certain. As a matter of fact, no. Well, like I said, some. But then at the same time I say that, but I do think that some of them are going to hone their abilities more. So training-wise, I'd probably say we still need to get ourselves more beefed up for the eventual confrontation between those two, for sure. Absolutely not. Or absolutely for sure. But right now, if they were to box, let's say if they were boxing right now, I think we would be at a heavy disadvantage, especially when it comes to the Usopp Von Augur fight, because I believe Usopp's going to learn something in Elbaf that is going to lead to him having a Thousand Shinaki moment and stuff like that. So, and that same thing's going to go for the other characters. Zoro, in order to defeat Shiryu, is going to need to have full control over the Conqueror's coding, I'm going to assume. And that goes for the rest of the crew as well. I don't think Luffy can defeat Blackbeard unless he controls Gear 5. Or can stay in Gear 5 for a prolonged period of time, right? So, with Haki. So it's like all of us still need a bit more. Which is why they're going to be kept so far for the end game. We talk about how Oda decided Space Jinbei was a no-go. Dude, I love that so much, JB. Like, just in regards to how every single other person there was just like, yo, let me suit up, get a brand new suit, a Treasure Cruise unit, whatever it is. And Jinbei's like, I'm going straight up Tito from Rocket Power. Hawaiian shirt, flexing. He's like, it's a tropical night out here. Everyone out here saying how cold it is. I'm hot. I'm hot, man. I need to keep my Hawaiian shirt on. Rocket Power style. No, they're going to go into that fight against Blackbeard as underdogs. I want that. Yes, I want that for every single one of the characters, JB. For us to see full-blown, like, Enies Lobby style fights in regards to we all learn something in the middle of that fight, and that's not something that's not restricted to just power, right? To something involving their abilities, something within, depending on the character, right? Like that needs to be up until that point the hardest battle, I believe, for all of them. And so for them to finally break out and win, that's why I'm so excited for Usopp versus Von Augur. Because Usopp versus Von Augur, I already know. Beginning of that fight, Usopp's going to think it's impossible to beat somebody that can warp. He's going to go in and ba ba ba. This is going to be so hype. So hype. If only we had Yamato. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me or Laz started here. Yo. Stop it now, Goku. Stop it now, Goku. Alright? Stop it now, Goku. Yo, Randy G! Randy G, let me go peg leg real quick and get some water. Dog, if YouTube... You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second. Did it work? Did it work? Can they stop bothering me now? Did anybody get an ad? They just won't leave me alone. Run ad. Alright, dude, I'll run an ad. Did it work? Let me see. Oh, St. Gospel, you got an ad? Dude, they just won't stop bothering me. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to press the button. Up there in the big blue bar, it said, run ad. I was like, alright, I'll run an ad, man. Just leave me alone. I'll run an ad. So shout out to Randy G. Comes in with a 20 and says, Blackbeard's crew's out of control with the Dough Fruit. It's setting up for a great fight against the Straw Hats. Zoro's going to wash Burgess if he's the vice captain. Keep up the greatness, King. You know, Randy G, I still believe, even though it was like kind of shown for Burgess to be his quote-unquote right hand, I still believe it's going to be Shiryu. It's just being able to cut nothing for me, going back to the Mr. One fight, would be so cool seeing Zoro having to fight somebody who can literally turn invisible. That sounds like a concept that I would just love. And or if it's not him, then Sanji would be an interesting one, just considering the invisibility aspect. We already know how much people who can go invisible piss off Sanji, so I would like to see that as well. But Shiryu versus Zoro just has so much greatness written all over it that I want that to be the fight. You know what I mean? But not Randy, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the 20 and for the comment, brother. I really appreciate you. It's going to be some heat. We have some greatness coming in with potential Blackbeard versus Straw Hats battles incoming. I still believe that Yamato's going to join the final war. Absolutely, DJ. As a matter of fact, if Yamato does not come into the final war, then I'm really going to be boxing. You know what I mean? JD Double Dubs says, Coach, top of the morning. Top of the morning, JD Double Dubs. Top of the morning to you. The final cope down? Yeah, it was legit, Les. Legit, man. Gonna Peace King. Catch you next stream. Yo, Andres Gonzalez, thank you so much for stopping by, brother. I truly appreciate it. Oh my god, I didn't notice what time it is. Yo, I forgot what time it is, man. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just got here. What are you talking about? Themas, whatever the comment session brings up. Just having fun talking about this chapter. I'm going to end it here in a little bit, but man, I still can't believe, dude. Sobri says nothing but gas, nothing but heat. It's been nothing but gas, nothing but heat. I'm telling you. Especially this chapter. Yamato's going to sub into the game wearing number 45. Like, yo, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Yo, please. Please, dude. Yeah, I think after what Zoro did with Emma, this fear from Birds kind of makes no sense. It's insane, Randy G. Like, yo, when you think about it. The fact that, you know, like you said, Zoro cut a mountain in half. Burgess lifted that very same mountain in half. And if you're onto something, and Burgess actually is going to be his opponent, that's actually a really cool parallel between the two. But, no, yeah, Burgess lifting that thing was nuts. I was like, what the flag, Nards? Subra, it's gotta be the man marked by flames, for sure. It's gonna be Kid, man marked by flames. We met Vegapunk, Law meeting Blackbeard. Kid has to be, if not, Kid's gonna be in the mud. And we can't have Kid being in the mud. You know what I mean? For the purposes of the story. So Kid's got to see the man marked by flames. It would be insane if it were Shanks, though. Good night, California Penguin. Yo, take it easy. Take it easy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. The way things are going, imagine we cut the Dragon next chapter. We got Lopper's t-shirt. Lads, at this point, anything can happen. Anything can happen. After this chapter, I'm convinced that Oda's no longer waiting for post arcs and middle of arcs. None of that. You know what I mean? We're going from moment to moment, any given time, any given moment. He can switch in the blink of an eye to something else. So from here on out, I'm shook. I'm scared for the potential possibilities of the future of the story. I'm terrified for the future potential possibilities of One Piece, man. Yeah, famous facts. Gabon is definitely still one of the major, like one of the main contestants for being the man marked by flames. Absolutely. Yeah, no, Animaniac. It doesn't look bright for our boy Law. I mean, I most certainly don't expect him to die. But the Blackbeard Pirates are too nasty. Way too nasty. Remember when Law was mocking Luffy and Kid for not picking the logical path? That's true. That's true. Now when we look back on... Now when we look back on 1057, when that gets animated... we're going to have like that little screenshot under the does he know, you know? Law, does he know? Does he know, right? That man was the one that picked the least logical path there. Insane. Boa, the strongest female in the verse alive right now? I mean, I still believe Big Mom's alive. So I think Big Mom's still the strongest in the verse. Personally. Did you watch the film Red? No AJV November, but I got my tickets. And they're going to be... It's going to be airing November 3rd where I live. So I can't wait for that. Where do you think Kid went? Maybe he's the one who ends up at Elbaf first. Could you imagine that, last? Out of all the people that, like, whenever we set off in different ways, that Kid ends up being the one on Elbaf. And so when we get to Elbaf, we'll have to be boxing Kid. That would be fun, actually. Like, we get to Elbaf, we box Kid, legitimately, like, Luffy and Kid throwing hands, trying to get a poneglyph, whatever it is. And obviously, it's going to be a lot of lore there, growth for the characters. But Kid there would have, like, that sense of conflict that, besides Loki, or on top of Loki. Because we still don't know if Loki's going to be, like, a major antagonist or whatever. But Kid could be like another force that's there, right? Final Saga is different. We don't need to spoil because Oda's not slowing down. Yeah, facts, DJ. Facts, DJ. Peak is non-stop. Let's pray next chapter is a Kid update. That'd be great. Does he know? I'm telling you. Yeah, Lazy Muffles, I'm in the same thing as he is. It's got to be Big Mom still. Next chapter will be Egghead first half and Kid update second half. It could be Subra. It could be. Yeah, Randy G, it really is a no-win situation. Like it's terrifying out here for Law, man. It's looking real dark for Law right now. Real dark. Oh, you already watched it, DJ? Nice. Nice. I can't wait, man. I really can't wait to watch it. When we go to Elbaf, Kid will be in a Giant's prison. Could you imagine? Oh, man. Kid would be in the mud. In the mud. Oh, I know the haters would love that. I want to see Kid prosper. I don't want to see the man taking else. So let's let Kid prosper for a little bit. Bar M, when we cut back to Dofi, oh, this man's gonna be eating this all up, dude. He's gonna be having the time of his life. Insane. Throne Wars are fire. I mean, Kid versus Aokiji Subra would be a very interesting battle, considering how much you can actually create with that. Kid gets captured by Smoker. Could you imagine? Goodness gracious. Kid getting captured by Smoker, dude. Oh, man. Yo, Laz, have a good night, brother, man. Take it easy. Blue box, Laz. Before you go to bed. Blue box peak. Yo, is that Kubo himself? Kubo, man. Thank you for the work that you do on the Bleach greatness. You are my goat, Mr. Taite Kubo. JB says, kind of feel like we're going to get more... Yes, please, bro. Yo. You know what's crazy, JB? We are in Vegapunk's island. If you would have told me before this chapter, do I want to see Around the World piece? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But I really want to see what's happening on Futurama piece. Like, Futurama piece has me so interested right now. Now, after this chapter, oh, I'll take it all. I'll take Futurama piece, Around the World piece. Please, inject it. Inject it, because at this point, if we're going to be starting Around the World piece this early in the arc, what does Oda have in store for this Egghead part of this saga? Blackbeard versus Law at the beginning of the Egghead section. At the beginning, we're only 3 chapters into Egghead, right? If we count it that the arc started technically end of 160, going into 161, then from 161 till this point has been the arc, and in the 3rd chapter of the arc, we already have Blackbeard boxing Law, or pulling up on Law. So it's like, if that's the case, then we can't rule out for the rest of this arc that Oda is going to cut to something else. So it's like Around the World piece is no longer going to be kept for post-arc stuff. In the middle of an arc now, we can just randomly expect Oda to be like, oh yeah, Dragon, Sabo, you know what I mean? Shanks! No, if Shanks ever pulls up in the middle of the chapter, I might scream. I might scream. Matter of fact, I might scream without the S. For Shanks? Who knows? Who knows? Kid needs a W bad, bro. Like that's why I need him to prosper. I really need Kid to prosper here, man. Seriously. Do you think that pick with Kuma and Baby Bonnie was him as the king? Yes, Bar M. 100%. That was him as the king of the Sorbet Kingdom. I believe that's exactly what we saw. And if it wasn't him as the king of the Sorbet Kingdom, no, it had to have been. But regardless, Bar M, I definitely do believe that's the way that both of them looked in the Sorbet Kingdom. Whether he was king yet or not is yet to be seen, but I do believe that was King Bartholomew Kuma. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you guys watched the first episode of 1,000 Year Blood War yet? Mr. Taite Kubo, I've watched it like 300 times. A good 300 times. Thank you very much, Kubo Sensei. Thank you very much. By the way, one of the anime episodes reactions coming. You're talking about for the One Piece? I'm planning on doing it on Saturday, Subra. I definitely this Saturday, because next week I won't do it. Hunter x Hunter's coming back next week, and my week is already packed. Now that Bleach is back, Chainsaw Man is going to be dropping. I still need to do Mob Psycho too. That's something I want to cover on the channel as well. So I'm planning on doing a triple to One Piece on Saturday. So we'll see what happens. And also, I'm also thinking about what I'm going to do with the afterthoughts. I talked about this last afterthoughts, but now that Hunter x Hunter is coming back, I really have to think about what to do with the afterthoughts. Really, really got to think about the afterthoughts now. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. I'm waiting for the new episode, DJ. Without the S. Lazy mofos, man. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Without the S. Without the... If I see Emu again in the next 10 chapters, I finally accept One Piece being done in 3 to 5 years. Bar M, it's like every chapter that we get post, like, from 1058 till this point, honestly, since 1054 up until this point, even on top of all the other insanity this year, in terms of letting us know how close we are to the end, we've had so many little things that just make me like, wow, dude, we really are finishing this soon. And by soon, obviously, One Piece terms, right? We're talking 5, 6, 7 years. But the fact that there's an ending in sight is just, it's nuts to me. But you're right. If we see Instant Messenger Sama at any time within this arc, randomly cut away to him, oh man, absolutely. Absolutely. Kuma and Cobra gotta be related. They're rocking the same cut. That same family cut. I know exactly what you're talking about. Ah, interesting, Subra. That's actually a very interesting thought. Yeah, you're right. Yo, Cybe327, what's good? Yo, Randy G, have a good night, yo. I'm about to stop the stream here in a little bit. Tay says a little late, but just for the chapter in my head is running, brother. Dude, Tay, this chapter had me going crazy. This was the perfect chapter to do an early reaction to, man. Insane. Tomorrow's gonna be nuts because there's a couple things that I have to do tomorrow for work and school and stuff. So I was like, time to read the chapter. And this is the first time a chapter has dropped for me where I was ready for it. Normally, I'm never ready for a chapter drop, but yo, I was ready tonight. Stronger is one of my top 5 favorites now, even above Ace. Shout out to Stronger, dude. Shout out to Stronger. Seeing Emu after he all deletes an island would be insane. Even for one panel bar. Even a mentioning. Even just mentioning him. Would be nuts. Best news for me, you're going to cover Mob Psycho. Dude, that's super I want to. Because I covered Season 1. And in Season 2, I remember that I did a lot, or maybe even the whole season. So Season 3, I want to continue it. It just comes out on Wednesday, which is a pretty crazy day for me. So that's why it's going to be tough. But I want to get around to it whenever the time comes. And also watch Yomushi Pedal, please. Yomushi Pedal is one that I'm not caught up to, unfortunately. But I remember I watched it back in the day. But I need to catch up to it again. Blue Lock looks insane. I haven't watched it yet. I really, really want to watch it, though. I want to watch Blue Lock. Speaking of sports anime. We've seen everything and everyone except Vivi. Lazy Mofos is spitting. We have seen everything, everyone, every character, every plot line that's connecting, and then the one mystery. We still have no idea where Vivi is. Obviously, we're all expecting Vivi to be with Sabo, right? What if Vivi's not? Where would Vivi be? That's such an interesting idea, man. Yo, Tay, we were talking about that earlier for a minute about how insane Usopp versus Van Augur is gonna be. Now that Van Augur has my PS no. Dude, I'm in the middle of a fight. When I tell y'all this thing, like, y'all caught me off guard with this chapter drop, I was mid-fight on Trails. And I just literally pressed pause. And it said it's about to go into rest mode. You ain't going into rest mode yet, brother. You ain't going into rest mode yet. But what I was saying was, in regards to Von Augur having the warp fruit, it's insane. Just imagine a sniper being able to warp at whatever point they want, from up top, down low, whatever it is. That's nuts. Behind you, in front of you, in a place where you can't see them, in a place just far enough out of your range, whatever it is. Like, it's insane. Absolutely insane. You know, Reptile Emperor, that's why I think the buff fruit has some sort of like something different to it that we haven't seen yet. Because you're absolutely right. I'm right there with you. The buff fruit seems very simple, but at the same time, I feel like once we see it in action, we're going to see like something different, right? Like something that we didn't expect to see from it previously. Vivi hype is at its peak. Facts, Cybe. Facts. We talk about Blackbeard riding his own crewmate. What a menace. Yeah, a real deal came in there on a Pegasus, dude. A Pegasus. Vivi's going to show up and there's going to be a break. That'll be next chapter. That's facts. That is hardest of facts. You already know how Oda is. DK Silver says, someone brought up Yo Mushi Battle Greatness. Dude, it was one of those series that I remember back in the day was super popular. And that's whenever I was watching it, getting into it. But I haven't watched it in years. It's legit. It's been like 7 years, man. It's been a long, long time. Long time. But shout out to Yo Mushi Pedal. But yo, I think I'm going to call it here. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping by. Like I said earlier, I know notifications have not been going out. And especially now whenever I'm doing it at a time that's not the normal time. So for everyone who stopped by, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. We're live for a good 2.5 hours, man. We had some fun tonight. Blackbeard showed up. Holy flagnards, dude. It's insane. I honestly still can't believe Blackbeard showed up in this chapter and pulled up on Law. That's insane. When we saw female Law, Kuma, that Bonnie panel, very, very emotional stuff. It had some great adventure piece section moments, a very emotional chapter, and the end was insanely hype. Well, also, like, what in the world's going to happen now, man? This was so much fun. I appreciate y'all. Y'all brought some wonderful comments. And I look forward to talking to y'all next time, man. Good night, Michael Mickles, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, yo. Nothing but gas, facts. Facts clips. Peak stream. Thank you, Subra. Good night, yo. Good night, lazy mofos, yo. I appreciate y'all. Yo, y'all have a good night. Thank you. Truly appreciate y'all. Thank you, you as well, DK Silvers. DJ, yo, DJ, man. Show some zero greatness. We'll be back at it again very soon. Y'all take care. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. What a chapter, man. Yo. Oh,